أكثر من 30 سنة من العمل المتواصل، حكوا عنهم كتير بالأخبار.
Palestinian teens trip to Tampa.
A team of doctors from Utah has been able to help babies and children.
شخصيات كبيرة ورؤساء دول صاروا يحكوا عنهم.
I'm Congressman Dennis Kucinich, and I want to thank the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund.
The Palestine Children's Relief Fund is providing free, specialized surgical care.
شكراً شيخ محمد بن راشد المكتوم.
تعالوا نبدأ القصة من الأول. شخص أمريكي بدأ بمساعدة الأطفال في فلسطين. الأطفال يلي عم بتعاني من عدم مقدرتها على المشي أو الحركة، بيجيبهم على أمريكا وبيركب لهم أطراف صناعية وبيخليهم يمشوا ليبدأوا مشوار حياتهم من جديد.
When he finds suffering in other countries, he brings them here to the U.S. to get treatment.
Sosebee embarked on a campaign to make Mansour new legs and an arm.
That makes a big difference.
صحيح إنه هو أمريكي، بس عاش في فلسطين مشان يحس بمعاناة الشعب.
I'm an American and I live now in the West Bank as a Palestinian with the same restrictions of movement that every Palestinian has to live under.
I am Palestinian. You forget to see my ID. I am Palestinian.
وبدأ بفكرة جمعية خيرية اسمها PCRF.
مرحبا، شو اسمك انت؟ خديجة من نصر. أهلا وسهلا.
تزوج من فلسطينية اسمها هدى المصري، وكان عندها نفس الدافع والطموح.
لما الواحد يروح ينام على المخدة قديش بحس إنه راضي عن حاله، إنه he saved somebody's life.
Do what? Do what?
بس بعام 2008 تم تشخيصها بمرض السرطان وتوفت بعد فترة قريبة. تخليدا لذكراها بنى لها مركز لعلاج السرطان في فلسطين بيحمل اسمه هدى المصري. الجمعية أحضرت إلى فلسطين أكثر من 5000 طبيب وعالجت أكثر من 25,000 مصاب.
We bring about 70 teams of doctors, volunteers from all over the world to the West Bank and Gaza
who are connected to this cause because they believe in the humanity of serving others.
Oh, شاطر أنت. بدي أشوفك بالأمريكا ماشي؟
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يا هلا، اليوم جايين على حفل PCRF، منظمة غير ربحية موجودة هون بالولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. النظام تبعهم والعمل تبعهم كتير رائع وفعال. اليوم بمدينة تامبا بفلوريدا عاملين الحفل تبعهم ليعرفوا عن نفسهم ونشوف شو الإنجازات اللي عملوها بالفترة الماضية. تعالوا نتعرف عليهم أكثر. Let's go.
It's the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. We're a nonprofit, non-political, non-religious organization that provides humanitarian aid and medical relief for kids. And we want to provide medical relief to those children, so the community came together to show support.
Passionate work for over 33 years with patients with special needs requiring orthopedic. I want to go ahead and surprise you with the PCRF Lifetime Achievement Award. Everybody, please make some noise for getting us.
تعالوا خلينا نطلع من جو الاحتفال ونتعرف على الأشخاص اللي عم بتقوم بهذا العمل.
عرفني عن حالك.
حكيم أبو ندى، مسلم فلسطيني، انولدت بشيكاغو إلينوي بس أصلي من القدس باب العمود فلسطين الحمد لله. So I'm not the founder of PCRF. Steve Sozebee and his late great wife Hala al-Masri are the two founders of PCRF. They started the organization over 30 years ago. So I'm the founder of the Tampa chapter here in Florida. So it's just my little contribution to the tremendous legacy of Steve and Hala.
What you do is بتساعدوا الأطفال الفلسطينيين الموجود داخل الأراضي الفلسطينية إنه هن يتعالجوا، فأنتوا بتأمنوا لهم العلاج هون بالأراضي الأمريكية.
بالضبط. And we organize medical missions. We send doctors overseas كمان. بس مش بس بالفلسطين يعني the refugee camps in Lebanon, in Urdun, all over the Middle East. بس primarily focused on فلسطين الحمد لله.
قلت لي إنه الفاوندر كان ستيف and هدى المصري. هن الفاوندر ستيف عربي؟
لا مش عربي. أمريكاني. Caucasian American male. subhanallah. بس he has a kind heart. He married a Palestinian woman. جوز واحدة فلسطينية. خلص حب الشعب وحب البلد وقلبه ذهب الزلمة. عن جد أكيد عمري في حياتي عرفت على واحد زي ستيف. My role models, somebody that I look up to. نيته كويس، طبيعي الزلمة. For 30 years فوق 30 سنة بساعد أطفال والأولاد فلسطين.
بصراحة تشوقنا نعرف أكثر عن ستيف. حاولنا نتواصل معه بس ولكن لدواعي السفر ما قدرنا إنه نعمل معه لقاء شخصي. فإننا بنكسب التكنولوجي الموجودة هلأ حالياً وبنعمل معه لقاء عن طريق الزوم.
How did you start PCRF? What was the idea?
Well, I mean, it goes back 30 years ago during the first Palestinian uprising. I heard about a boy who was injured and his sister, they were from the West Bank town of Al-Khalil or Hebron. And I went to visit them in the hospital in East Jerusalem, Maqasid Hospital, and met this beautiful child who was without legs, without a hand, lost his eye. Just kind of befriended him. I was young, I was in my early 20s, and he was just a child. We didn't speak the same language, but we had a human connection. And I took a photograph of this child. I knew I wanted to help him. Showed it to a Lebanese orthopedic surgeon. Called me the next day and said, you know, bring the boy over. I've arranged everything for him. And I brought them out of Palestine in May of 1990. After a few months, I took the brother and sister back to their family in Palestine. And people came to me with other children who needed help. I thought to myself, well, this is my contribution. I very much want to serve the Palestinian cause. This is, as I said, a human cause. And I started arranging treatment for other kids. So I started an organization to do it called the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Just started building the organization. And that's when I met my first wife, Huda Al-Masri, who was a social worker. I met her through the work on the ground in Palestine. And we got married in Palestine in 1993. And together we made the organization take off with the support of thousands of people all over the world. And over the years, that organization's taken off. So that's how we got started.
How I discovered them was in Chicago, Illinois, during their runs for Gaza. And I wanted to learn more about the organization. And at that time, I moved to Tampa. So I reached out to the organization to see if they have a local chapter. They didn't have a local chapter. So I decided to start a chapter. We got the information from PCRF about Qais Dudin. And Qais Dudin at the time was a 16-year-old boy from Khalid, right outside of Khalid in a small village called Dura. And he had a condition called tibial pseudoarthrosis.
A teenager from the Palestinian territories is on a longer journey in the U.S. than he ever thought when he was brought to Shriners Hospital to fix a painful and really debilitating condition in his legs.
But the mission was going to take about 12 months. The Shriners Hospital supported the case. We found Dar al-Barghouti, Samir and Reem al-Barghouti, that were very kind and gracious enough to become the host family for Qais, so they wanted to look after him during that time. We had Mia Koda Collins act as our local patient affairs coordinator. She was the liaison between Qais, the family, and the community, and the health system. And subhanAllah, we got it green lighted. Qais came to Tampa, Florida. We did the surgeries, and he met somebody who has become a lifelong friend of mine, Jibril or Gabe.
اسمي جابرييل داغر، خلقت بلبنان من شي 6-7 سنين 2016 بعتقد. التقيت بمريض هو بطل من أبطالي اسمه قيس. سألوني كني بشتغل معه لأنه نحن اثنيناتنا بنحكي عربي، فقلت لهم شيء أكيد ولو، بس هو أول شيء مرق برحلة صعبة، عمل عمليات كتير بإجره اليمين. أول ما تعرفت عليه هو كتير لطيف ومهذب ومبين إنه تعذب كتير بحياته، بس بحياته ما تزمر، ما عد إنه بتزمر أبداً. وكل هالوجع اللي توجع فيه بالعمليات ما قال شيء. اشتغل كتير جدا مشان حتى ينجح فيها.
هذا الشيء اللي انتم عملتوه تقريبا خليته قيس يقدر يرجع يمشي اجين.
ايوه هذا اللي بنعمله، هذا حياتنا، بنحط شيء على المريض وبيمشي. انا بهني البي سي ار اف على جهودهم على اللي بيعملوها كرمال الاطفال، تيساعدوا يغيروا حياه الاطفال ويحسنوا حياتهم.
Never had the vision that this was going to be a life's work. I mean, initially when I started, I was very young, and I just wanted to do something to serve Palestine. I didn't think that it would be successful or be something I could build a life around.
SubhanAllah, the organization has helped tens of thousands of sick children. We've launched hundreds of medical missions over the years. One of the programs that I'm most proud of is the development of the Huda al-Masri Pediatric Cancer Center in Gaza. It's the first ever pediatric cancer center for children in the region.
Just being in our cancer departments, we built 2 cancer departments. And cancer is what killed my first wife, Ali Rahamha, Huda, who I said we were, 17 years we worked together, we were married. And she died from leukemia in the year 2009. And we built a cancer hospital in her name. And we built another one in Gaza. And the happiest I am is sitting in those departments and seeing families come in with sick kids and knowing that they don't have to cross checkpoints any longer. And that gives me such joy and satisfaction.
What makes you believe in PCRF?
Just what's going on there, what's happening to the children in Palestine. I don't think you need to know much more than that.
I think Hakeem is a great ambassador, and I think that anything we can do to ease the suffering of people there is really important.
شغلهم فظيع جدا.
What a wonderful program for the relief of Palestinian children.
To the Palestinian people, especially the children. So anything we can do to help support this organization and these children that live in a very desperate situation in Palestine and Gaza, West Bank, we'd love to support them and help them.
Rate it as one of the best organizations to contribute to, and I agree 100% with that.
شكرا كثير لك أخي حكيم. كنا معكم اليوم هون من عند أخونا حكيم أبو ندى اللي هو مؤسس PCRF هون بفلوريدا. منظمة رائعة جدا خدمت آلاف من الأطفال أو من المرضى الموجودين بالأراضي الفلسطينية. PCRF اللي هي Palestine Children Relief Fund. شكركم كثير اكشلي وشكرا كثير لكم على هالمجهود هذا اللي عم تعملوه. الله يجزيك الخير.
الله يخليك.
شكرا كثير لك.
عفوا.
سلام.